Alright, I took a little bit break because I post every day and I wanted just to relax and watch. They had like my favorite movie I used to watch a long time ago, and what was it? It's it's the American version of Godzilla. I have watched Japanese Godzilla, but the American version is just crazy. Not the new one, the very old one, like in 19 something. So today I wanted to, because I saw a tweet, and I wanted to talk about the workplace, right? When your workplace will kill you faster than any freaking disease, right? I want to say F, right? But most people, when they work for their bills, to pay the bills because they have, bills to pay, whether they're, cars or, pay food, put, food on the table for the kids or for their family. And oftentimes, when the average person or the American people, they don't have any aspiration or any dreams of theirs, so they go there. They have. I wanted to make another video on this, but they already go there with the mindset about just getting a paycheck just to survive and live, right? That's what most of the world do. They don't live to dare to dream, so they do that. So you go to work. So in the workplace, it's already have a set of culture, what people believe, the structures, and how the way that the the way that the people or manager do things. But let's talk about the workplace. The workplace can be a very fun place or very detrimental to your mental health or to your body, because when your mental health is affected by the people that surround you every single day and they're toxic, it will kill your body. It will make you stress and it will make you sick. Because your mental health, your thoughts affect your whole body, because your thoughts are very powerful. It control everything. So let's talk about that. When you go to work, you will be programmed the way that when people teach you uh, about the workplace, they're teaching you a software, a program that they've been doing. That's why they call it training. They're training you in that habits and mindset, right? And when you go do the job, you already, like, at first you're having fun, you grow, right? Because that's where the process, the happiness, the joy come from, that humans are built to grow. When you're not growing and processing, you start to die within you, right? And at first it was, see, in the workplace, people put up a mask, a persona, if you will. And at first it looked all shiny, right? All awesome. But when you when you settle, you start to see something that very off, and you start to wonder, why am I here? You start to wonder, is it enough just to pay the bills? Is it enough to just do this when I every single day I go and work and I hate it, the place that I go to, and it's supposed to lift you up, it's supposed to make you happy. But the problem is, you're going there just for the paycheck, and when you chase a paycheck, you're chasing, you're killing your health, you're killing your mental health, and you're killing everything else in life. Your potential, your dreams, and your aspiration, right? So I observe a lot. People don't know that there are things that I don't say to people. I just observe people behavior. I observe people thoughts, patterns, their negativity, the way of they speak about people. When you have a very positive mindset and you go into a workplace and you try to uplift people, when you try to make things better, but when you have a bunch of negative people pulling each other down, how can you be positive, right? When all they do is make everything worse, right? Because in the workplace, they already have a standard. They already have, when you have a high standard for yourself, when you have a very high morality, because for me, I have a moral. Even though uh, I do, get very annoyed and agitated, right? But I have a very set standard that I have for myself. But when you, each and every day, you're like a soldier, right? And you go to battle. And so when your workplace is where you go to battle, then you might have to think about that every single day. Why do you need to go to battle every freaking single day? Because for me, I look at this, right? When I was working at the Japanese Sakura restaurant, even though it was surrounded by Indonesians and Korean people and all type of people, Spanish, but I was at home because they were Asian people. Asian people are more kind and nice. They don't pull each other down, but sometimes they're rough. But um, the Spanish guy, he was nice to me, right? They protect you. They have fun with you. They're friends. It's like a family culture. That's why I love that place. But when your workplace become a battle and you have to put your armor every time and guns being shoot, all the spit fires and all this negativity, right? So humans, you know how like they talk about crabs, right? And people pull you down. People pull you down with words. Like it when you go to workplace and if you ever felt energy, oh, there's gonna be a dark energy when you go in there. It's like a force field. You have to like force fill yourself with positive energies coming out because you're a person who, let's say you're into personal development, you have positive mindset, you know things are possible, and then you have like a goal for yourself. But when you're in a war zone, that's a very different um, thing that you're going through. A lot of Americans, a lot of people are going through right now, and I want them to know that um, don't uh, lower yourself to their standards because you're playing their game. I hate when people do like this crap. So what people start to do is get you to lower to their standards. So when your environment, your workplace, you start to you let's say you have a high standard for yourself, right? And what happens is when people who go to work, they don't have any dreams, aspiration, and they work every time. What happens is they already have a standard. They have culture standard. They have their standards, but also negativity standard, and they will pull you down to their level. You don't want to play their game, right? Because I observe a lot of things that most, even managers, employees, they're very negative, right? They start to, like, I see it happen, right? I observe where just one employee set off a train of negativity and everything cascade over people work employees and the workplace become very shitty place to work and very shitty to grow from, right? You can't grow from a very negative um, you see you go to work for satisfaction, you go to work so you can grow and learn. When you first start out, you're there to learn. Most people chase the paycheck just to live. What you should chase is your potential. What you should chase is the ability to learn something that you didn't learn, and you grow from that, right? You learn that from that experience because your experience will carry you on to the future that you're trying to build. Now, observe people behavior for a second, right? Observe a lot of people behavior. Do you really want to become like that? Do you really want to become that type of person? You don't want to become. But the thing is, when you're surrounded by multiple employees or supervisors or manager, what happens is these managers or employees supposed to lift each other up, except they pull you down. So what can you do if all of them are fighting against each other, not helping each other? What you're supposed to do then? That's when you have to make a decision, right? When you have to make a decision where uh, where this taking place, what should you do? Because in a moment you're observing, this is affecting you because when you observe and when you hear, it's also affecting you very very much. And you have to ask yourself, what is this place doing to me? Is it making me better, or is it making me worse and turning them, these people are turning, I'm turning like them. No matter what you do, your standard, your hopes or dreams should not turn into their level. Because if you stood to their level, you're playing at their games, and what happens is it will kill your dream faster. Like it's a disease. It's contagious. It will rub off on you, and your thinking will become so negative and poisonous that it will kill your dreams, hopes, and aspiration that you want for yourself. Because most people who work don't have a dream. If they do, then what happened is their habitual way of thinking, like the program that they program themselves and they go to work, it changes their way of thinking and it affects them. The people that you interact with will change your direction. You, People say you don't have a power to choose, but you do have a power to choose to make a decision for yourself. People don't understand that there's certain things that I observe that people don't know. They think they think that I don't observe them. I observe them from manager, from employees. I see what they do to these people, right? Like they don't treat people as if they have potential, right? They laugh at them instead of like, you know what? Instead of giving up on them, I'll try to pull something out of them to see if they can have the potential, but instead they kick you down, right? So my that's why I like my old manager, right? When I was like 19, 20, he saw something in me. He's Asian, right? And he always say this to me. He say, you know, you have you have so much potential. Just you have so much potential.